How to turn a ticket into a felony. Wait, what is this? An instructional video or something like that? I'm gonna be reacting to Active Police Cam's video and hopefully teaching you how to avoid turning a ticket into a felony. Now make sure you lawyer up and subscribe to learn more about the rules of the game. Let's get into this.
Hey, hands up!
Oh.
Hands!
Whoa.
Hands up! Hey! Call it, K9, call it. Call it, K9. Watch the car. Kill the sirens! Felony stop, felony stop.
What?
All right, get on the ground.
Walk out towards me!
Listen to the K9.
Walk out towards me! You'll get dog with
This is so intense.
Hey, come towards me, back up. All right, get on the ground, get on the ground, get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground.
Wow. This is intense.
Gotta put your hands behind your back all the way. Girlfriend's spot, sir. Okay.
Woo, okay. Everybody take a deep breath.
After you get knocked, you get my phone.
In a minute, in a minute.
No, sir.
Let's walk over to this car here.
Can I get my phone out?
All right, let me double lock these, that way they don't tighten up on you, okay?
What about it? It's totaled, dude. You totaled it out.
Yeah, no, this I was gonna say you can call my girl.
All you have to do is stop. We just talk about the stop sign. Not a big deal.
Go ahead and hop in.
Excuse me, sir.
What you need?
My phones are in there, sir.
I know, you said that. Let us...
I get it. I've got a phone. For all you know, I've got 3 or 4 phones. But his problems are so much bigger than his phone. Now, these cops, so far, they're doing it by the book. This has been interesting. And it was very intense at the beginning.
Let's do what we need to do. We'll work on that.
Yes, sir. God, dog, son. Put your hands up front. Yes, I'm good. Point in time you're being detained, you understand? Obviously, you're involved in a car chase until we...
No. Now, that's not a true statement. At this time, he is under arrest. For real. I don't know why he's calling this part a detention, but this guy's under arrest. And it matters, right? Because he needs to Mirandize him if he's under arrest. I mean, he's telling him he's detained, but I have a sneaking suspicion what he actually is arrested. Now, sometimes in a situation like this, you can't immediately tell if something is a detention or an arrest. And really, it's not a bright line in every situation. But boy, this is kind of smelling like an arrest at this point.
We get done with this, you're gonna be detained, okay? Anything in your pockets from styrofoam? You all right? You're breathing heavy. You scared? Okay.
49 times 3, confirm for your subject for kilo.
You're not gonna give us your name? I mean, we're just gonna fingerprint you. If you got warrants, just take care of it. You don't understand. You're gonna go to jail no matter what. You either give us your name.
Oh, okay. Now, over there on the other side, they're telling that guy he's being detained. On this side, they're telling him, you're going to jail either way. That's an arrest. Now, the difference between these two, if the cops are accurate, and I'm not saying that they are, but the difference between these two is this guy was the driver and the other guy was the passenger. And just because the driver is fleeing or the driver is doing something illegal doesn't mean that the passenger is complicit in it. So maybe the cops are right so far. Let's see what happens.
Name now, or we just figure out in jail and give you an extra charge. It's up to you.
I can give you my name, no problem.
There you go.
Give you my name. Sure.
Yeah, they are. I'm gonna search, bro. You know I'm always.
Get the dog, man. Let them know where it's at first.
Make our job easier. I see garbage and
You hear that? They were trying to get a consent out of him.
Probably got warrants.
He said something like, you gotta let me search, or I'm gonna search anyway, or something. Now, as soon as he arrests him, they can search the vehicle not the secret compartments of it or whatever, but they can search the parts that are apparent. So, but if he gets consent, he can do whatever he wants. And so, you know, they just kind of manipulate people and say, ah, we're gonna do this, you're gonna let me do it, you're gonna let me do it. And then eventually people normally say yes.
He said he did it. So why the hell is he running? When I opened the trunk, smelled a little bit like 31 when I cleared it at first. I can't smell anything because I have COVID. I had COVID. Oh. I still haven't got anything back. You still like the guy?
You don't want me standing next to someone and saying, I've got COVID. I believe he means that he had COVID and lost his sense of smell. I've got COVID. Hey, let me lick you on the nose. Gross.
Transport yesterday. He's like, yeah, I was around my little brother. He tested positive. I said, you waited all damn day to tell me that? He's like, yeah.
Look, this officer agrees with me. Man.
I hope he has like warrants or something, because what's the point of running, you know? Yeah. But he didn't. I know he didn't toss anything either. Well, I mean, I lost him for a second. So. Oh, here it is. Bro, I don't see. Oh, that little bit? I see it back there. I smell it. It's right here. Yeah, obviously now I see that, but I've only started on my side. Is it? That's what they ran for, bro? Kidding. Roaches. They got a little bag. That's
Not a lot in there. I hope you all heard what the officers were saying. I think they said a stop sign violation. When someone flees in that situation, the cops immediately assume either warrant or obvious contraband. I mean, if you have, what is that, like an ounce and a half of marijuana inside a bag, inside the car, under the seat, and you get stopped for a traffic violation, if it's not out in the air, if it hasn't been smoked, if you can't smell it, you're not gonna get arrested for that. So when someone flees, like, that's like, the cops are like getting totally worked up because they're thinking, oh, I've got someone that I really need to bring in. And so when they were talking to the driver in the car, they were like, just tell us your name. I'm gonna see if you have warrants, because they assume that that's why he fled. Because as you know, when you do get pulled over, they do run you for warrants. And so if he's like, yeah, I don't have any warrants, I'm not worried about that, then they're like, oh, well, you obviously have contraband in your car. And I think they were looking for more than this, because this type of fleeing, and especially if he did anything that endangered anyone or endangered the cops, this is felony. And I mean, a lot of these drug possession charges are not gonna be a big deal, meaning this makes it worse. And I've said it here, and I've said it anywhere anyone will listen, running makes it worse. Unless you get away.
really the worst thing to run for. That's like a ticket.
This is a blind react. I did not know the cop was gonna say that. Did you hear what he said? He said, this marijuana is just a ticket. Yes, sir. You and I agree. Thank you.
I found it. Hey, I found it. The cause of everything. I can't work with you anymore.
What is it? Just a Yoda or something?
Is he suspended? Yeah. For what?
Band of 4482.
Oh, wow. A lot of things. Controlled substance.
I can't be giving these guys legal advice because they've had a lot of experience with law enforcement. He said that he's driving on a suspended, and why is it suspended? Oh, for a lot of things. So you know what they're doing.
Hey man, Sergeant Watts, before I waste my time or your time, do you want to talk to me at all? You don't want to talk about nothing? Okay.
One thing I got a question, I get my phones.
Your phones? Yeah.
Okay, so we have not heard them Mirandize this guy, but he's clearly arrested. He's not going anywhere. And he just asked him, do you want to talk to me? I'm hoping, but I'm not assuming that they have Mirandized him. But he has a right to remain silent, and he knows it.
Yeah, we'll put him in evidence. Yeah, we got to take it out of your car before we tow it anyways, right?
Nah, I'm a girl car.
Okay, whatever. I'm just saying, the car you're in, we're going to take it out of the car.
It's an iPhone and like an Android.
Okay, so you don't want to talk to me about anything that happened?
No.
Okay. All right, man, hang tight for 1 second.
Don't forget the phones.
We'll get them. We got to get everything out of the car anyway.
With the phones!
Don't worry about it.
Hey,
sounds like my teenage kids.
It's my girl car. I was gonna give you can get her number out my phone and call her and let her know. The car gonna get
Car's
towed.
in your phone, or the number's in your phone?
Yes, sir.
In the car.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That way she know. That way she know.
It's really funny because, like, everyone knows that when you've been arrested, the idea is you get one phone call, right? I mean, we've all heard this, right? It's not necessarily exactly how it works, but in this guy's version of it, you get one phone call and the cop will make the phone call for you, I guess. I don't know. It's a new service they're offering, maybe, according to him. I'm not so sure.
You understand each of these rights I've explained to you? Having these rights in mind, you wish to talk to us now? Okay. So, I saw where y'all were coming from. You guys got friends or family in the area?
I live over there.
Oh, okay. So, do you know why you ran? No?
I didn't know y'all was behind us.
6377.
We turned up right there.
What, were you sleeping? Come on now. You were sleeping? There's no way you were sleeping. Yeah? You a hard sleeper? Yeah.
You smoke anything? You look real tired right now. Not from being tired, if you catch my drift.
Yeah. You smoked some weed earlier? Yeah. So, do you have a medical marijuana card or anything like that? Because we found your weed at where you were sitting. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, how much of that did you smoke already? Is it going to be more than 20 or less than 20?
Less than 20.
Less than 20? How many ounces do you think? Grams?
About 1 or 2.
2? How much did you smoke earlier?
1.5.
About 1.5? Is that normally what you smoke? Yeah. All right. You know the weight because you had the scale with it, right? No? How did you know the weight?
This is real interesting. So they Mirandized him and they asked him if he wanted to talk. And did he say yes? He goes like this. And every answer he's given since then has either been, or, you're not actually really talking. I mean, he's barely talking. He is answering questions. He's doing it non-verbally. I don't know what's in it for this guy to talk to these cops. He's already under arrest. He's already going in. He does not need to talk to them without a lawyer at all. Man.
Was it silver? No.
Whoa.
What's up, buddy?
Okay, so I'll have to go back and check the tape, but I didn't see a scale. I think he's trying to get the guy to confess that there was a scale or that there is a scale somewhere and that he's a drug dealer. I don't know. This guy is cracking me up with this. I mean, he's feeling it right now.
You were sleeping until this happened? You don't remember me, do you? Laker High School? God, dog, you're high, young man. He is high.
Yeah, sir. Just gotta stop smoking that stuff, man. It's gonna get you in trouble.
So you can't tell me anything about what happened? You just woke up and you was in handcuffs.
Nah,
You woke up with the crash. That was it. Fair enough. Mr. Brooks.
What are they laughing about?
Yeah, I ain't gonna treat you like that.
Yeah,
You just
say
take
that
one
one.
squeeze in here. Yeah. You're in the 200 club, man.
I
You don't know
mean,
nothing.
they've just said, dude, you're really high, and now they're making fat jokes about him. Did you hear that? They just said, you're in the 200-pound club, aren't you, buddy? Oh, my word. This is... Many arrests after a fleeing do not involve this much comedy, actually.
Other than crash, and you're like, holy crap, there's cops. Right?
So I'm really tickled by them asking if he's awake or not. He's not an accomplice to the fleeing unless he's like helping the guy flee. Whether he's awake or asleep is irrelevant. Honestly, I don't think that many judges or juries would believe someone who said that they slept through an entire police chase. And it doesn't matter. But this guy does seem to be really high, and perhaps he was actually quite asleep. I don't know, and I don't care, but I love this interrogation. I love it.
I was thinking if it is less than 20, one of you guys can write him an NTA real quick, and I'll write the PC up on driver. Be separate. Yeah,
Why,
because
was he honest with you? Or I wasn't here for the conversation.
yeah, I mean,
Did he say it was his?
yeah.
Okay, so this is real interesting, right? The cop with the mustache is telling the other two cops what they're gonna try to get each guy charged with. And he's saying, look, the driver told me that it's my weed. It doesn't belong to my godbrother or so. I don't really know exactly what that means because I think we have godparents or we don't. I don't know. But anyways, the dude with the nice hat thing, I don't even know what that hat thing is called, but it's what you put on when you're really high and you're driving around in Florida in the wintertime, I guess. Anyways, they are not out to get these guys. It's so fascinating. They basically just want this to kind of go away.
He's compliant. It was this other idiot that wanted to drive like that, not him. He was kind of just stuck for the ride.
He jumped out of the car fast. He's like, ah.
That's exactly what I was saying. That's what I was saying. It doesn't matter if he's awake or asleep or not. He's not the driver of the car, so he technically wasn't fleeing. And when I say technically wasn't fleeing, I mean, he wasn't actually fleeing either. He was just along for the ride.
You seen my car? So what I'm supposed to do? Buy my car? My car is totaled. So where he going? Where he going?
He's going to the Marion County Jail, downtown Ocala, over right off 27.
So what I'm supposed to do? I'm talking about my fucking car.
I'm gonna have my.
They say it's total, AJ. Really? All you had to do was stop. Okay. And I still would have been with a car, right?
I mean, she's not wrong. All you gotta do is stop. I promise you, if he had pulled over, the cops would not have slammed his car into a telephone pole or whatever it is that he hit. This is just so dumb. I feel bad for her. On the other hand, she loaned her car to this guy, and she probably knows he's not the best at making decisions. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, well, now that we've seen the video, the main piece of advice from this that I can give you, which is a piece of advice I'll give you anytime I can, is don't flee. Don't flee. It's not worth it unless you get away. Because if you get away, then you get away. But it's really hard to get away. So don't flee. You just make everything worse for yourself and for your buddy who's riding in the car with you. That's no good. You put other people on the road in danger, and he's lucky that he didn't actually run into. He's lucky that he's having an encounter with some cops who are kind of friendly and not trying to make a big deal out of this. If you like this reaction video, you can find more videos just like it on my other channel, Attorney Reacts, or you can stay here and watch some of these. I don't know. See you soon. Bye.